Dorsey's Music World. They're singing in history and musical literacy. Mr. Dorsey's Music World. We're living the dream starts here.
Hey there, welcome to Mr. Dorsey's Music World, second grade, lesson 1. What are we going to do today? Let's find out. We have 7 items on our agenda today. 2 short warm-up activities with the slide whistle for pitch exploration and a So-La-Mi Solfege song called Bell Horses. Then we're going to move on to an echo song, Che Che Kule from Ghana. Then we're going to do a movement activity, a stop-and-go game. Then we're going to continue on with an African-American spiritual called Oh, Won't You Sit Down. Then we're going to move on to a Move It with the Minute Waltz. And we're going to finish up with a music literacy lesson on half notes and half rests. All right, everybody, let's warm up the slide whistle. So I'm going to blow the slide whistle, and I want you to try and echo what I'm doing on an ooh sound like this. Ooh. All right, here we go. Okay, so our first activity is a So-La-Mi Solfege song, which we're going to learn how to read with later on. This is an old song called Bell Horses. So echo after me. Bell horses. Bell horses. What's the time of day? 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Time to away. Now I'm going to sing it and you echo it. Bell horses. Bell horses. What's the time of day? 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Time to away. All right, now let's try it all together. I'm going to put the lyrics up and let's see what happens. 1, 2, ready and sing. Bell horses, what's the time of day? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, time to away. Bell horses, what's the time of day? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, time to away. Our next song is an echo song from Ghana called Che Che Kule. All you gotta do is echo after me.
Che Che Kule, Che Che Kofisa, Kofisa Langa, Laga Shilanga, Kom Adende, Che Che Kule, Che Che Kofisa, Kofisa Langa, Laga Shilanga, Kom Adende, Kom Adende. It's time to stand up and move.
We're going to play a quick little movement activity. I'm going to play the whistle, and you move around. You can do whatever you want. You know, don't hurt the furniture. All right. When the music stops, you freeze, and you can freeze standing up, or you can crazy freeze, or whatever you want. All right. So here we go. When the music goes, move.
Mr. Dorsey's Music World History Minute.
The Underground Railroad was not an underground railroad. It was a network of people, churches, and houses that helped slaves escape from the southern United States to the north, or Canada, to freedom. Underground is another word for secret. They used railroad terminology, or words, as a secret code. Syracuse had many stations or houses and churches that hid slaves during the day, since it was safer to travel at night. The Wesleyan Methodist Church, now a restaurant in Columbus Circle, has evidence of a station stop in its basement. In Clinton Square, there is the Jerry Rescue Monument, which commemorates the time that several hundred people raided the Syracuse jail to free a captured slave on October 1st, 1851.
Mr. Dorsey's Music World History Minute.
So this next song is called "Oh Won't You Sit Down," and it's an African American spiritual, and I'm going to teach you the refrain for the next minute or so, and then we're going to put on the whole song with the track, and you can sing along, and of course you can go back and repeat it as many times you need to get the verses and things like that. So here is the refrain. Oh, won't you sit down? Lord, I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down? Lord, I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down? Lord, I can't sit down. 'Cause I just got to heaven. Gonna look around. Now I'm gonna sing it and you echo it, okay? Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. 'Cause I just got to heaven. Gonna look around. And let's sing the refrain together once before we do the whole song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. 'Cause I just got to heaven. Gonna look around.
Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down, 'cause I just got to heaven. Gonna look around. Who's that yonder dressed in red? Must be the children that Moses led. Who's that yonder dressed in white? Must be the children of the Israelite. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down, 'cause I just got to heaven. Gonna look around. Who's that yonder dressed in blue? Must be the children that are coming through. Who's that yonder dressed in black? Must be the hypocrites are turning back. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down. Oh, won't you sit down, Lord? I can't sit down, 'cause I just got to heaven. Gonna look around.
All right, our next activity is a move it. So it's some choreography or dance moves to a classical piece of music. This is like a John Feierabend thing. So everybody stand up and let's participate.
It's time to move it, move it. Mr. Dorsey's Music World Literacy Lesson.
Showing show, baby boy, father's pride, mother's joy. Birdie sleeps in the nest, sun does sing in the west. Now, as you noticed, every third syllable was 2 beats long. Show, heen, show, baby boy, father's pride, mother's joy. So, we know how to notate up till now 1 sound in a beat, 2 sounds in a beat, and 0 sounds in a beat. But what does 1 sound that lasts for 2 beats look like? Let's find out. Okay, so a quick review. When you have 1 sound that lasts 1 beat, that's called a quarter note. It is made up of a note head and a stem. And I use the syllable ta to represent that sound when vocalizing. When we have 2 sounds in 1 beat, it looks like this. They are called 2 eighth notes or paired eighth notes. They have 2 note heads, 2 stems, and a beam that connects them together. And I like to say the beam connects them into 1 beat. I use the syllables ta-ti, ta being the on beat, ti being the off beat. And then this symbol obviously doesn't have a note head, so it is called a quarter rest, and it is 0 sound in 1 beat. When we need to notate 1 sound that lasts for 2 beats, it looks like this. It is called a half note. It has a note head and a stem, and when we vocalize it, we say the syllable ta. Wait a second. Don't we already have another symbol that does almost exactly the same thing? Well, yes, we have the quarter note. The quarter note, let's compare and contrast the two. They both have note heads. They both have stems. We both use the syllable ta. So what is the difference? Oh, so it is the color of the note head. So in the quarter note, we color in the note head black. The half note, we leave the middle of the note head open. It's not white, it's just not filled in. And finally, when you need to notate 2 beats of silence or 0 sound that lasts for 2 beats, you need this symbol. This is the half rest. As you can see, it doesn't have a no head. And if you remember from the quarter rest, no head equals no sound. All right, so let's take a look at these 8 rhythm patterns and let's read them. I will tap the beat and we will say them. I will leave some space if you're not sure so you can echo it after me until you get used to it. But if you know these, you can just say them with me right then and there. 1, 2, ready and go. Ta, ta. Ta, ta, ti, ta. Ta, ta, ti, ta. Ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ti, ta, ti, ta. Ta, ta. Okay, now let's go back and look at each pattern and name the notes and rests. Here we go. Half note, half note, half note, 2/8 notes, quarter note, 2/8 notes, half note, half rest, half note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, half note, 2/8 notes, 2/8 notes, half note, quarter note, half rest. All right, everybody, that's it for lesson 1. All right, we made it. So, boys and girls who are my students, you can watch this as much as you want. For those of you who are new to Mr. Dorsey's Music World, I'd watch this about 3 times. It's pretty short. Over a couple of days, really get the songs down before you move on to lesson 2. Parents and students, make sure to like and subscribe to Mr. Dorsey's Music World YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook page, also Mr. Dorsey's Music World, because I am such a social media influencer, like a Kardashian or something. No. Anyway, take care and I'll see you real soon.
Mr. Dorsey's Music World. We're singing in history and musical literacy. Mr. Dorsey's Music World.